Shalom, shalom, Israel. First off, I'm going to give a call like Yahweh by Shema Mashiach, woman like Yahweh Shai, to the Most High and His Son for leading us into another high holy day, the destruction of Nicanor. All praises to the Most High, man. All right, I want to give a mighty shalom to all the elect elders out there that's been pushing this truth for decades, motivating me not be faint-hearted, to keep pushing this truth. All right, I want to give a mighty shalom to all the Battle Axe captains out there, right? I want to give a mighty shalom to all the Battle Axe soldiers, all of the sisters that's doing the mighty works, referencing their husbands, cooking, cleaning, doing all these things that an Israelite woman does, all right? Who else? I want to give a shout out to, obviously, got Cole down there in Battle Axe Memphis. We got Brother Ray and Brother Jonathan up there in Battle Axe Minnesota. All right, we got Brother Gabriel Yah in Austin. They keep saying San Antonio. I thought I was in Austin.
Yeah, it's San Antonio.
But it's San Antonio. I want to say shalom, Brother KJV out there somewhere driving them trucks. All right. I want to give a shalom to all the camps out here, man. Because overall, we all one body and we all fall under Christ. So I just want to give a call out Yahweh Hashem Mashiach, woman like Yahweh Shai, just for even being in this truth, all right, to be joined with my brothers on this glorious holy day, all right? So the destruction of Nicanor, man, we're going to go ahead and jump into it. Sorry that we late, all right? We had some little difficulties, all right? But we pretty much got things sorted out, all right? So we finna jump straight into this thing, all right? So just to give you a little history on Nicanor, he was a general of the Greek army, all right? Edomite, all right? During the Maccabean period, while we were taking all this, is during the Hasmonean dynasty, all right? And the Israelites were doing their thing. The so-called black man was doing his thing, and that's the reason why this story is one of the main reasons why that the Apocrypha was taken out of the main Bible, man. All right, they're always trying to hide our history, man, and hide how we were taken over. All right. So let's just jump into it. We're gonna start off, y'all, with First Maccabees. All right, we're just gonna get a little history before we get to Nicanor. All right, we're just gonna touch on some history and introduce you to the Greek captivity. All right, so this is during the Greek captivity, 333 BC. All right, whenever you're ready. All right,
We'll start at 1.
Yeah, you can start at 1.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it happened after that, Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Shittim, had smitten Darius, king of Persia.
He smitten Darius, the king of Persia. So like I said, this is the fall of the Persian Empire, going into the Greek Empire, right? Read.
And Medes, that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece.
So you got Alexander the Freak, man. That was the first of the Greeks, man, to rule. All right, read.
And made many wars, and won many strongholds, and slew the kings of the earth, and went through to the ends of the earth, and took spoils of many nations, in so much that the earth was quiet before him, whereupon he was exalted, and his heart was lifted up.
Right, and his heart was lifted up. So, Alexander the Freak, he was doing this damn thing. The white man called him Alexander the Great, but he was a damn creep, man. All right, so Alexander the Freak, hey, that man did his thing, dog. I mean, he pretty much conquered the Eastern world, man. All right, and beat it into submission. All right, David had done that at one point in time, right? All right, go ahead.
Verse 4. And he gathered, a mighty strong host, and ruled over countries and nations and kings, who became tributaries unto him.
Became tributaries unto Alexander. Read.
Verse 5. And after these things, he fell sick.
Then after that, Alexander fell sick, because he was a sodomite, man. All right, catching all kind of STDs, man. All right, this so-called white man, hey, they were going to war with no pants on, man. All right, I'm telling you, those Greeks, when you look at those pictures and you see how they're naked, all right, these people, they would, real life, just homosexuals, man. All right, full-fledged, and even to this day, all right, Esau has that's a trait of an Edomite. All right, well, go ahead.
Verse 5. And after these things he fell sick, and perceived that he should die. Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable, and had been brought up with him from his youth.
Yeah, and these servants, all right, read.
and parted his kingdom among them.
Okay, so these servants, this is the people he grew up with. This is to be Seleucus, Ptolemy, Lysimachus, all right, and Cassandra, what's his name? Cassander, Salakia. So these were the 4 generals that rose up after Alexander in his stead, right? Read.
While he was yet alive. Verse 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died.
And then he died, right? Read.
And the servants bare rule, every one in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves, so that their sons after them many years. And evils were multiplied in the earth.
And evils multiplied in the earth, man. We know Esau is the border of wickedness, man. All right. Evils were multiplied in the earth. This is the beginning of white supremacy. Y'all, this is when white supremacy first started. All right. This is when whitewashing first started, man. All right. Taking black images and, wiping them off, man. And making themselves like their gods. All right. All right, read.
Verse 10. And there came out of them a
Salakia. Let me get a quick precept. Let me get Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4. It's just a quick precept. All right. Because this is let me get a quick precept. Revelation chapter. Oh, is your Revelation gone?
No.
Oh, because I know my Revelation told Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4. All right, going into the second seal. Okay, so this is just a minor, just a little precept, just a little sidebar precept I want to throw in there. All right,
the book of Revelation chapter 6 verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red. And power was given to him that sat thereon.
And we already know the characteristic of their red dragon or their red man that you read in Genesis chapter 25 and verse 25. All right, read.
And power was given to him that sat thereon.
And power was given to him, man. The Lord said, Job chapter 9 verse 24, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, man. It was ultimately the Most High that gave Esau this power at this time, man. Read.
To take peace from the earth.
And he took peace from the earth. All right, read.
And that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword.
And we know that Esau is the Lord's great. That's a great sword. We read precept Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 17 and verse 13. All right, Esau is that sword, man. And they're the ones that take peace from the earth, man. They got everything turned upside down. All right, I just wanted to touch on that little sidebar precept real quick. All right, let's jump down. Let's jump down to
Psalm 17.
Psalm 17 and 13 is a precept. All right. So we know that Esau is the wicked. All right. Let's jump down to First Maccabees chapter 1. Let's start at verse 21. Let's start at verse 20.
Come. The book of First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 20. And after that, Antiochus had smitten Egypt.
Okay, and this is Antiochus Epiphanes the 4th. All right, read.
He returned again in the 143rd year and went up against Israel and Jerusalem with a great multitude, and entered proudly into the sanctuary and took away the golden altar and the candlestick of light and all the vessels thereof, and the tables of showbread and pouring vessels and the vials and the censers of gold and the veil and the crowns and the golden ornaments that were before the temple, all which he pulled off.
And all which he had pulled off. So I'm just going into a little history, all right, and showing how we were robbed and spoiled by these Greeks, okay? All right, keep reading up.
He took also the silver and the gold and the precious vessels. Also, he took the hidden treasures, which he found. And when he had taken all away, he went into his own land, having made a great massacre and spoken very proudly.
Spoken proudly, just like the so-called white man, right? All right, read.
Therefore, there was great mourning in Israel in every place where they were, so that the princes and elders mourned, the virgins and young men were made feeble, and the beauty of women was changed.
And the beauty of women was changed, man. All right. And it's just like, the same thing happens to us over and over again, man. I mean, even the beauty of our women right now, because these same people are running the earth right now, man. All right. And they got the so-called black man and the black woman, man. All right. What they call beauty now is horrible, man. All right. All right. Keep on that.
Man, that's tough, man. If this don't show you this is Esau, I don't know what it is. Think about it. Name another country that take everything you got, then go back to their own land after that they made a great massacre and then speak proudly about it.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? They went over there to China, bombed it, nukes, came back home talking proudly about it.
Right.
Went over to Iran, Iraq, took all the oil, took all the stuff from all of there, came back home speaking proudly.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? When they came over in 1492 with the Indians,
I was just gonna say.
guess what? Came over here, raped, robbed, and murdered us. Went back over there to England and Spain, speaking proudly, man.
Proudly. They got Columbus Day. Columbus came over here, raped, robbed, and murdered, man.
I'm telling you,
These people proud, man.
You can't get no more simpler than this, man. They ain't not gonna leave nothing for you. Like, look at how the Lord work with this thing, man. He make it plain who Esau is and who his genealogy fall through. We know go through all of them Edomites. Then this didn't say Edomites, said Grecians. We like, well, them ain't the white folks, them ain't Edomites. Guess what? That's what they is.
Right.
Because look at their characteristics, man. The Lord always make it plain, man.
Right.
You want to read verse 27?
Yeah. Read all the way to 30.
Okay, come on. Verse 27. Every bridegroom took up lamentation, and she that sat in the marriage chamber was in heaviness. Mm-hmm. The land also was moved for the inhabitants thereof, and all the house of Jacob was covered with confusion. Mm-hmm. And after 2 years fully expired, the king sent his chief collector of tribute unto the cities of Judah, mm-hmm. who came unto Jerusalem with a great multitude, and spake peaceable words unto them. They speak peaceable words unto them, right? Just like Esau do today, read. But all was deceit. All deceit, even to this very day, man. All right, man, y'all don't be deceived by Esau, even at work. I mean, you might got that Edomite that might want to open a door for you at work. You think, he's kind of cool with you. But deep down, man, he's thinking about a way, deep down in his heart, in his wicked heart. All right, he's thinking about a way to overthrow you, man. Yeah. All right. Good. And spake peaceable words unto them, but all was deceit. All was deceit. Mm-hmm. For when they had given him credence, he fell suddenly upon the city. Okay. Go ahead. And smote it very sore and destroyed much people of Israel. So as you see, during the Greek captivity, all hell is breaking loose. All right. Jump down to 41. All right? We're gonna go 41 to 50 real quick. Come. Verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote this to his whole kingdom, that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed, according to the commandment of the king. Mm-hmm. Yea, many also of the Israelites. Many also of the Israelites, even right now, man. All right, we got Israelites that know that they're Israelites, man, but they refuse to keep the commandments, right? They rather keep the ways of this society or the ways of Babylon, right? We'll go ahead and read, right? Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion, and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. Mm-hmm. For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land. Follow the strange laws of the land, man. All right? Strange laws like a man could go into the woman's restroom, man. All right? Because even back then, they were doing these type things, man. Even back then, I forgot the proper name for it, but the men used to court little boys, man. That was like a normal thing. All right? Those are strange laws of the land. All right? And Babylon, man, like that, man, they're trying to make that what do you call it? That pedophilia, man. They're actually trying to implement that now, man. Yeah. All right. They already got passed in some states, right, where regardless of whatever the age is, if that child consents, right, then there's no repercussions. Right. Or if there are repercussions, it's like a slap on the damn wrist, probation or something, or not even community service. Yeah, or something. Shit, man. It's crazy. The strange laws of the land, man. All right. This is Esau. All right, read. Verse 45, mm-hmm. And forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days. Just like today, they want to profane the Sabbath. They profane our Sabbaths and our festival days or our high holidays by putting a holiday on top of every high holiday that we have, man. All right. And then, having us get paid on Friday. Friday night is the day you go out and you kick it. And then Saturday, you get up and you go wash your car and go to the mall and hang. This is what this is going into, man. And right now, man, our people are still lost. All right, go ahead. Verse 46, and pollute the sanctuary and holy people, set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh, mm-hmm, and unclean beasts, that they should also leave their children uncircumcised. Leave their children uncircumcised, man.
That's physically uncircumcised, all right, and spiritually uncircumcised, all right. Because later on, when you read the Maccabees, man, they will find it. I don't know if we're gonna touch it, but that they will find the women that were circumcising their children, man. They were hanging the damn infants, man. All right, go ahead.
Salaki. That they should also, verse 48, that they should also leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanliness and profanation, to the end they might forget the law and change all the ordinances. And whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, he said he should die.
He said he should die. And I'm telling you, those days are coming back on the earth, man. Those days are coming. Hey, if you're keeping these commandments, we're gonna kill you, man. Straight up. Those days are coming back on the earth, man. So right now, man, we really need to be getting ourselves ready. We need to be praying for faith. We need to be looking at these accounts of the Maccabees and so many other our forefathers and see how they got through these things. All right, yeah, I see what you're saying. It names it right here with the emphasis on hang. I'm gonna read verse 61. It says, verse 61 says, and they hanged the infants about their necks and rifled their houses and slew them that had circumcised them, man. It's that bad. If you circumcise, Esau see you circumcise your children, I find out your children are circumcised, and they hanging your damn baby, man. They snatch your baby out of your arm, putting a rope around their neck, and now, but they probably make you watch first and hang your damn baby, man. Yeah. All right. Just wicked, man.
Because that's what it's saying, verse 60. It said, at which time, according to the commandment, they put to death certain women that had caused their children to be circumcised. So guess what, man? They both gonna die, the mama and the child. But guess what? You might have to watch your child get hung.
That's right.
And guess what? Esau loved to see more torment and turmoil. Of course, they're gonna make you watch. Then they're gonna kill you, man.
It's just wicked.
Wicked as hell.
Wicked, man. So I'm just saying, right now, for protection in these last days, man, we need to be reading these accounts and seeing how our forefathers and our foremothers got through these things and dealt with these things, man. That's important, man, to feed our spirit, man. Because I'm telling you, a lot of them, it was, they was taking these torches and stuff, but they were so strong in the spirit, it wasn't fading them how you think. All right? That part right there, man. And that's why, hey, we got to build ourselves up, man, especially around this time of year, man. All right, this is sifting season. All right. Now, let's just jump to, we're going to jump to verse 2, and we're going to introduce the Maccabees, the Maccabees family. All right.
You want to start at 2 and 1?
Yeah, let's start at 1.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 1. In those days arose Mattathias, the son of John, the son of Simeon, a priest.
A priest, man. So we automatically know that these are Levites, man. All right. So the Maccabean family, they are out of the tribe of Levi. All right. Read.
Of the sons of Jehoiarib, from Jerusalem, and dwelt in Modin. And he had 5 sons, Johanan, called Caius, Simon called Thassi, Judas, who was called Maccabeus, Eleazar, called Aaron, and Jonathan, whose surname was Ephus. And when he saw the blasphemies that were committed in Judah and Jerusalem, he said, woe is me, wherefore was I born to see this misery of my people,
right,
and of the holy city, and to dwell there, when it was delivered into the hand of the enemy, and sanctuary into the hands of strangers.
And even right now, that's how I feel, man. It's like, woe is me to see my people in the state that they're in now, man. Seeing our people are strung out on drugs, seeing us, especially being down at the West End station, man. All right, seeing our people get shot down in the damn streets. Somebody just posted in our group chat, it was a girl at the gas station somewhere. These cops drew down on the time about they thought that she was somebody was with her or whatever. She said, no, don't shoot, my baby's in the car.
Oh, yeah.
My baby's in the car. You know what these Edomites did? Oh, yeah. And just started unloading the car, shot this girl, little baby in the head, man. And her baby survived, but that baby had seizures all the damn time, man. I'm talking about wicked stuff like that, man. We done all seen some of this wickedness, man. But you got to understand, these things been happening on the earth, man. So we understand how the Maccabees are feeling right now, seeing their people at this lower state in captivity. All right, what we at?
8.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 8: her temple is become as a man without glory. Her glorious vessels are carried away into captivity. Her infants are slain in the streets. Her young men with the sword of the enemy.
Sword of the enemy, man. All right, read.
What nation had not had a part in her kingdom and gotten over her spoil?
Yeah, so all nations are guilty. This is Nepali guy. Quick story. We got a ways to go. Quick story, y'all. I'm trying to aim for to be long with it. All right. But this is the Nepali guy. And we were talking about some stuff, and I started giving him a little knowledge and a little history. And he listening because he ain't never heard it before. You know? And I asked him in India, because Nepal is right over India and in between China. It's perfectly in between India and China. They kind of made their own mixed nation. All right. I said, well, this is black people, slaves in India. He said, yeah, but we in Nepal, we didn't have slaves. Nah, y'all right there though. The Lord said what nation had not had part in her kingdom, man. Because I know China had them, and I know India had them. And y'all a mix of the Chinese and the Indians. So
tell me you ain't got it.
Yeah, man, nah, you had part in it. And that's why all nations are going into captivity, man.
Right.
I'm telling y'all, we had the discussion not too long ago. The Lord gonna put these thoughts back in our mind. He gonna put the spirit on us, man. All right, in these days when we're in the kingdom, to enslave these heathens, man, and bind them in chains. All right, and work their ass rigorously.
Yes, with rigor.
Rigorously. It's hard for me. Rigorously. Yeah, with rigor, man. All right, well, go ahead. I
don't think he didn't want you to whoop him.
I know.
If he would have said, yeah, we had slaves.
Yeah, slaves.
He didn't want to get beat up.
Nah, because I'm going to tell you, because them heathens, they come over here and they say, man, we see what y'all go through. Like, they starting to see it. They say, man, we thought America was great, but really, we just slaves. It's an African from Nigeria, and there's a pilot guy that sit next to me, and we had these conversations. And like, man, they told us it was great. He said, I tell my friends from Africa, don't come, but they're going to think I'm hating on them. And they're going to come anyway, so I don't even tell them. And then once they get over here, they say, well, why didn't you tell me it was like this? Man, this place is wicked, man. This place is wicked. It drains you from everything, man. All your resources, all your time. They said in Africa, it's nothing like this. You work 8 hours a day. You get up from 8 in the power, you get up at 10. You work till like 4 or 5, and you chilling. After that, they go to the bar, relax. You know, but not here in Babylon. Anyways, let me see. Yeah, let's keep reading. We're gonna read down 24.
Verse 11. All her ornaments are taken away of a free woman. She has become a bond slave. Mm-hmm. And behold, our sanctuary, even our beauty, and our glory is laid waste, and the Gentiles have profaned it.
The Gentiles have profaned it, man. Everything that we represent or supposed to represent, man. The Gentiles have profaned it, man. All right. Well, keep on.
Verse 13. To what end, therefore, shall we live any longer? Mm-hmm. Then Mattathias and his sons rent their clothes and put on sackcloth and mourn very sore.
So this is it's a reason why I'm going to read through these scriptures right here, man. Because it's like, man, me and I had a discussion even before starting this, man. It's hard to leave out anything, man. All right. It's hard to leave out anything, but man, in these times, man, we supposed to be praying and fasting, man, and putting on sackcloth, man. All right, read.
In the meanwhile, the king's officers, such as compelled the people to revolt, came into the city Modim to make them sacrifice. Mm-hmm. And when many of Israel came unto them, Mattathias also and his sons came together.
Mm-hmm. Mattathias and the sons, so they ready to revolt, man, and to take back over. All right. And that's the spirit we supposed to be in now. We're not finna go get swords and guns. We're not supposed to do that. We're gonna revolt by using these scriptures. I mean, we got on the block in every city in the world tearing these damn heathen up, especially Esau. They can't stand this word, man. Right. All right, so we're revolting right now, and we're building back our nation right now, right before everybody's eyes, man. These Negroes and these damn Native Americans and these so-called Mexicans and Hispanics and Puerto Ricans are starting to come together. They're starting to wear fringes. They're starting to keep the Sabbath, man. We crashing the American society or the economy, man. All right, read.
Verse 17. Then answered the king's officers and said to Mattathias on this wise, thou art a ruler and an honorable and great man in this city, and strengthened with sons and brethren. Now, therefore, come thou first and fulfill the king's commandment, like as all the heathen have done. Mm-hmm. Yea, and the men of Judah also, and such as remain at Jerusalem. so shalt thou in thine house be in the number of the king's friends.
So I'm gonna tell y'all, I had a precept right there, man. Ecclesiastes 7:7-8, man. A gift destroyeth the heart, man. All right. So basically, they these heathen are trying to get our leaders to coon out, man. Because once we see, and that's what basically happened today. You see, just the people who we look up to, LeBron James. Who else? Who we look up to? Damn. Oprah, Tyler Perry, that all these people we look up to, but they sellouts, man. And once we see them sell out, our people we follow and we sell out, man. Our youngsters want to be in the Illuminati and all these things. Like they willfully want to do these things, man. Yeah. They willfully want to be homosexual. All right. It's ridiculous. They willfully want to do all these abominations willfully, man, because they see our leaders and our heads doing this. All right. So this is the same thing they're trying to do, trying to get the priests to sell out. But keep going.
So shalt thou in thine house be in the number of the king's friends, and thou and thy children shall be honored with silver and gold and many rewards.
And I don't even want Esau money like that, man. I don't want to be Esau friend. Well, I said there's some coons at my job, man. Hey, man, I'm trying not to make this long, bro, but damn. I got coons at my job that want to be all up under this damn Edomite called Doeg. Aka's gonna bring this out. I call him Doeg, the Edomite. I talk about him all the time. Yeah, I mean, because he look like Doeg, man. Yeah. Now, who was that in? That's a Samuel. Yeah, that's a Samuel.
That's a Samuel.
Yeah, but I call him Doeg, the Edomite, man. But all these, it's certain people they all up under him don't understand, especially black people. Certain ones not knowing, man. This dude hates you, man. Stop kissing this white man ass, man. All right? Ain't nobody worried about being the damn king's friend. I don't want to be Joe Biden's friend, man. All right?
That's funny, man.
Go to Joe Biden's house. I ain't no telling what kind of madness he got going on up in there, man.
He got all your... It's funny, man, because it said, when you come to the king's house, we're going to give you gold, silver, and many rewards. But what we just read in chapter 1, what did they take? Our gold, our silver, and they took everything. They just giving it to you what they took.
Damn, that's a good point. They just giving you a piece of whatever that belongs to you anyways, man. I mean, because the wealth of the earth belongs to the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American anyways, man. For real. They just giving you a smidgen. Look, let me tell y'all, I'm going to tell y'all one thing and keep reading. And I don't celebrate Christmas or nothing, but let me show you how weak this company got with this damn Doeg Edomite-ass character in my job. It's so messed up in there now. For Christmas dinner, this is what he did. Now we don't celebrate it, but this is how he did everybody. He got them 2 cookies and some milk and on some tea. And everybody was sitting there. It was funny. Everybody was sitting in the break room, kind of nibbling their cookie. You know, normally companies get you a little something. Over time, after this guy took over, it got worse and worse, and smaller and smaller, until now I'm giving you crumbs. Like a damn slave, man. Boy. I like, y'all shouldn't even took that damn milk and cookies. Y'all should have left all that stuff right there, man. Anyway, let's get back to it, man. Oh, yeah.
19 again.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 19. Then Mattathias answered and spake with a loud voice, though all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him and fall away, every one from the religion of their fathers, and give consent to his commandment. Right. Yet will I and my sons and my brethren walk in the covenant of our fathers.
Man, we're going to walk in the Maccabees. Matthias like, nah, we're going to walk in the covenant of our fathers, man. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. All right, read.
Verse 21. God forbid that we should forsake the law and the ordinances. We will not hearken to the king's word to go from our religion, either on the right hand or the left.
We're supposed to be right now doing is walking the straight commandments. That's a precept for Matthew chapter. Yeah, I got precepts like one hidden, but I can't go there right now. But man, that's how we're supposed to be right now, man. Walking straight in these laws, statutes, and commandments, walking that straight path, not straying to the left or to the right, man. All right, go ahead, huh?
Verse 23. Now, when he had left speaking these words, there came one of the Jews in the sight of all to sacrifice on the altar, which was at Modin, according to the king's commandment. Which thing then Mattathias saw? He was inflamed with zeal.
Mattathias was inflamed with zeal, and let's see what happened.
And his reins trembled. Neither could he forbear to show his anger, according to the judgment. Wherefore he ran and slew him upon the altar. He said, according to the judgment,
man. Cause what's the judgment of doing something like that, man? Death. Man, Mattathias, I had to read that. I couldn't leave that out. All right. All right, read that little last part.
Verse 25.
Yeah.
Verse 25. Also, the king's commissioner who compelled men to sacrifice, he killed at that time, and the altar he pulled down.
See that? All right. So this the kind of zeal. We're not supposed to be killing nobody. We're supposed to kill him with his word. All right, but we're supposed to still have that same zeal, man.
That's just though.
All right,
he killed. He recompensed the heathen, and he recompensed the Israelite.
Right.
I'm gonna kill you because you listening to him, but I'm gonna kill him because you told him to do this.
Right. I mean, hey, that's crazy.
That's righteous judgment.
All right, so let's jump down to 62. So we're finna just jump into Mattathias' death, okay, and we're gonna see who's next to reign the steed, and then we're gonna jump into this Nicanor, man. I'm just giving y'all some history on the Greek captivity and the situation that we was in, man. I'm trying to build this picture in y'all mind of what was going on. All hell was breaking loose in Jerusalem, man.
You gotta build up that story, man. Because think about, because then it give you the background of why they wanted to win so bad, why they wanted the Lord to kill these niggas so bad. Because look at all the atrocity that happened so far, and it's only not even 2 chapters in.
Yeah, we are barely 2 chapters, and then we skipping around, man.
Yeah.
We skipping over stuff, man.
That stuff, man. Oh, praises. Where you want to start at?
62.
Okay.
Start at 63.
Come. The book of First Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 63. Today he shall be lifted up, and tomorrow he shall not be found, because he is returned into the dust, and his thought is come to nothing. Wherefore you, my sons, be valiant, and show yourselves men.
And show yourself a man. Read.
In the behalf of the law, for by it shall you obtain glory.
So precept for that is 1 Kings chapter 2 and verse 2. All right, because David charged Solomon, telling him the same exact thing. All right. The prophets in the New Testament and the Apocrypha are always quoting things from the Old Testament, man. Nothing has changed in the whole book, man. All right, the law is not done away with, man. What makes you a man is keeping the commandments, all right? Read.
And behold, I know that your brother Simon is a man of counsel. Give ear unto him always. He shall be a father unto you.
So Simon is the guide. He's like the brains of the operation, basically. All right. So they say, y'all listen to him. He's gonna guide y'all. All right. Read.
As for Judas Maccabeus, he has been mighty and strong, even from his youth up. Let him be your captain.
And he's the captain, man. All right. He's the captain. He's the hammer, man. All right. Read.
And fight the battle of the people.
Fight the battle of the people. Right now, we're supposed to be fighting the battle of the people. All us men, and the women are important in this thing too, man. All right. Y'all women, y'all have to help us. Y'all have to back the men up to help support us to fight this battle, man. Y'all are very important in this. I just wanted to put that in there. Go ahead.
Verse 67. Take also unto you all those that observe the law and avenge ye the wrong of your people. Recompense fully the heathen.
Recompense just a little bit.
Recompense fully the heathen.
Hey, man, we're gonna recompense fully the heathen, man. All right, hey, man, brothers and sisters gotta get with it. I gotta preach. I got a law at the end. That's gonna cover that. All right, read.
And take heed to the commandments of the law.
And take heed to the commandments of the law. All right, go ahead. We're just gonna read the sentence.
So he blessed them and was gathered to his fathers. And he died in the 146th year. And his sons buried him in the sepulchre of his fathers at Modin. And all Israel made great lamentation.
Right. So Mattathias died, man. Read 3 and verse 1.
Chapter 3, verse 1. Then his son Judas, called Maccabeus, rose up in his stead.
So Judas Maccabeus rose up in his father's stead. All right. So from this point, I don't want to skip nothing, but we're finna jump to chapter 7, man. We finna get into it. We're finna get into this Nicanor. I just wanted to give y'all some history on the Greek captivity in 333 BC. What was going on? All right. Some of the characters and the roles that they played. All right. Introducing the Maccabees family, all right. So now we're gonna go to First Maccabees, and we're gonna start at 7, and we're gonna start at verse 1. First Maccabees, chapter 7 and verse 1.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 7, verse 1. And the 150th year, Demetrius, the son of Seleucus, departed from Rome, and came up with a few men unto the city of the seacoast, and reigned there. And as he entered into the palace of his ancestor, so it was that his forces had taken Antiochus and Lysias to bring them unto him.
So it shows right here that Seleucus, Antiochus was, and Antiochus Epiphanes was in power, the fourth. All right, when Seleucus now overthrew him. All right, read
verse 3. Wherefore, when he knew it, he said, let me not see their faces. So his host slew them. Now when Demetrius was set upon the throne of his kingdom.
So now Demetrius is ruling at this time. All right, read.
There came unto him all the wicked and ungodly men of Israel.
And the ungodly men of Israel, because it was some coons out there. Just like it's ungodly men of Israel right now, man. Ungodly. All right, full of folly, man. All right, read.
Salaki, and ungodly men of Israel, having alchemists.
What's his name?
Alchemists.
Because alchemists is a key player, man. We got some alchemists up in Israel right now, man. Coon Negroes like the tension. What's the word?
Deceit.
Contention was the word out there. Contention. But deceit too.
Yeah, that too.
Deceit and contention, man. All right, read.
Who was desirous to be high priest.
Because he wanted to be high priest, man. It's Negroes, right? It's Negroes with fringes on like that. All right? I'm just saying, man, not all Israel is Israel, man. All right, read.
For their captain, verse 6. And they accused the people to the king, saying, Judas and his brethren have slain all thy friends and driven us out of our own land.
So Judas and his brother have slain all our friends. Now, this is an Israelite hanging out because he want to be friends with so-called white man and the white king. Judas, they slain all our friends, master.
Are we sick, boss?
Are we sick, boss? He in that we sick boss spirit. What's the dude on the Django?
Oh yeah.
What's his name?
Shit, I call it that Ruckus.
Ruckus.
Same thing.
What's his real name? Damn. Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
He got the Samuel L. Jackson spirit from Django, bro. It's we sick boss. Yeah, man. That's crazy. Just hate your own people, literally. Hey, it's Negroes like that right now. It's Negroes, definitely Negroes outside the truth like that.
Oh yeah.
Man, I hate to change subject. It's a black dude. He do a podcast. Oh, nigga. He be on. He love Trump. Man, I had to find who he is, man. But he's a damn cold, like, for real. Anyways, verse 7.
Verse 7. Now therefore send some man whom thou trusted, and let him go and see what havoc he had made amongst us, and in the king's land, and let him punish them with all them that aid them.
So alchemist, wicked coon as alchemist is giving advice to how to take down his own damn people in his own nation. All right, so we're gonna see who the king trusts to send to take down Judas. Okay, let's jump to verse 25.
Boy, he janky. But I'm gonna tell you, look, because you know Israel is clever too. Because that's why he said, man, hey man, they telling you all this, but send somebody who you trust. Man, you know Demetrius trusts you. Because he was desirous to be the high priest in 5. But verse 8, he tell you he already was. No, verse 9, to tell you he is the high priest. So guess what? Now he upped his level and let him go to see about it, man. I'm talking about, look how wicked our people is, man. But look how strong Alchemist is to try to kill us. Just look at the amount of hate he got towards us, man. Verse 25. On the other side, when Alchemist saw that Judas and his company had gotten the upper hand and knew that he was not able to abide their force, he went again to the king and said all the worst of them that he could.
See, just talking shit, man. Excuse my language. Hey, talking big noise, man. Just hating. Just a straight hater, man. Hey, it be those certain brothers that go up to leaders. Say, man, it's an age we talking about. It be brothers and sisters that they be doing it. Go up to certain leaders and certain people that's in high places. Yeah, this and that, this and that, this and that. And look at the person. Yeah, he be this and that. Sister be this and that. Look at the person. Just straight hate, man. Hey, man, we gotta kind of watch ourselves. Hey, some of us move in that alchemist spirit, man. All right, and we gotta kind of check that thing, especially if you got fringes on, man. All right. Oh yeah.
Verse 26.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 26. Then the king sent Nicanor, one of his honorable princes.
So then the king sent Nicanor. So this is when Nicanor came in. All right, read.
Then the king sent Nicanor, one of his honorable princes, a man that bare deadly hate unto Israel.
Deadly hate, man. All right, we know how the so-called white man is. All right, the white man hadn't had enough until he see blood. All right, and then the blood ain't enough. That's what the paraphrase of what the precepts say. All right, read.
A man that bare deadly hate unto Israel with commandment to destroy the people.
To destroy the people, man. All right, keep reading.
So Nicanor came to Jerusalem with a great force and sent unto Judas and his brethren deceitfully with friendly words.
With friendly words, all right? With friendly words. We got to watch out for, look, these are characteristics of Esau. All right? How good Karen treats you at work. All right? How good Katie treats you at work, man. And Caleb, all right? Which is a damn, it's Israel, Hebrew name. You know, they still out our damn names, man. All right? We think they white names. They're really Hebrew names, man. And Susie, man. Susanna. You see how they say, I can't even create a white name because the names that it's whitewashed. This is right here in the Greek captivity. Everything we think is white is really black, man. It's really so-called black. It was created by us, man. But, man, the point is, we can't trust their peaceable words, man.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 28. Let there be no battle between me and you. I will come with a few men that I may see you in peace. He came, therefore, to Judas, and they saluted one another peaceably. Howbeit the enemies were prepared to take away Judas by violence.
Right, they were prepared to take Judas away, but they came peaceably, man. You know what I'm saying? They had peaceable words. All right, and they made a decree between one another. We finna read it. So now we're gonna kind of jump into 2 Maccabees chapter 14, man. All right, just to let y'all know, when you read Maccabees, all right, when you're reading 1st and 2nd Maccabees, it's not a story. It ain't like, okay, Maccabees, 1st Maccabees, okay, there's one storyline. 2nd Maccabees is another story. No, these are like reading the Gospels. Reading 1st and 2nd Maccabees are two accounts of the same thing. Okay, it's like reading Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. It's the same thing from different points of view. So we're gonna chapter 7. All right, it's like a summary of everything that you get in 2nd Maccabees chapter 14, verse 15, basically.
Right.
Okay. So right now we're gonna jump. I'm just giving y'all a little heads up on how to read Maccabees. All right. You got to go back and forth. Let's read 2nd Maccabees chapter 14. We're gonna leave 1st Maccabees chapter 7. We're going to go to 2nd Maccabees chapter 14. All right. And we're going to start at verse 1.
The book of 2nd Maccabees, chapter 14, verse 1. After 3 years was Judas informed that Demetrius, the son of Seleucus, having entered by the haven of Tripolis, with a great power and navy, had taken the country and killed Antiochus and Lysias, his protector. Now one alchemist who had been high priest and defiled himself willfully in the times of their mingling with the Gentiles, seeing that by no means he could save himself, nor have any more access to the holy altar.
Right, man, because he sold out, man. And our people had no dealings with alchemists, man. You see what I'm saying? So he was out of there. You know, he was really even found himself to be a lost cause, man. All right. I'm finna just go full on being a heathen and being mingled with the heathens, man. He figured that's all he was worth at this point, man. All right. I know his self-esteem was like lower than dirt at this damn point, man. All right, go ahead. All right.
Verse 4, came to King Demetrius in the 150th year, presenting unto him a crown of gold and a palm, and also of the bowls which were used solemnly in the temple. And so that day he held his peace.
You see that? So this damn coon coming giving Esau gifts. Got him a crown of gold, leaves, like the bowls that they wear. Y'all see the Romans with them damn leaf things? That's basically what he gave the Edomite. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 5, howbeit, having gotten opportunity to further his foolish enterprise, and being called into counsel by Demetrius, and asked how the Jews stood affected, and what they intended, he answered thereunto. Those of the Jews that have been called Assadeans, whose captains is Judas Maccabeus, nourish war and are seditious.
They nourish war and are seditious, man. They rising up against you, king. That's what's going on. That's what my people are doing. Well, I'm not really their people because I'm with you, King, because I'm a coon, right? I'm a damn coon. But yeah, he's letting them know that, yeah, man, these Jews are rising up, man. And they are rebelling, man. And they're tired of it. And, you know, they kind of getting up with you. All right? Go ahead.
Boy, he just be lying.
Mm-hmm.
He talking about they nourish war, they doing it. Because think about it. Y'all know y'all got to keep both stories aligned. Mm-hmm. In chapter 7, he said he accused them of doing these things. Mm-hmm. Now, you know, let's give him more detail. He said, oh, yeah, they nourish war. They seditious.
Just out of his ear.
You're talking about, it's a nigga, man. That is tough.
And I'm telling you, man, it's all kind of niggas with fringes on that be doing this, man. Man, I heard it be y'all, you know, what you didn't heard about brothers and sisters and spreading folly. Man, and just like it's just straight line, man. All right, well, go ahead.
Nourish war and are seditious and will not let the realm be in peace. Mm-hmm. Therefore, I, being deprived of my ancestors' honor.
He said, being deprived of my ancestors' honor, man. Man, you gave up your damn heritage, man, to damn be with the heathen, man.
That's crazy, man.
That's crazy. Being deprived. Nah, man, you deprived your damn self. I'm telling you, even a lot of people, because that's how they know when people fall away or they get separated from the flock, they want to blame the flock, man. All right? Well, it's really you deprived your damn self, man. All right? Well, go ahead. What verse?
Verse 8.
Okay, go ahead.
First, verily, for the unfeigned care I have of the things pertaining to the king. And secondly, even for that, I intend the good of my own countrymen. Mm-hmm. For all our nation is in no small misery through the unadvised dealing of them aforesaid.
Mm-hmm. Keep reading that.
Wherefore, O king, seeing thou knowest all these things, be careful for the country and our nation.
Our nation. You see that? Just cooning out, man. And that's how a lot of y'all are. America's my nation. All right. God bless America. Right? All right, read.
Which is pressed on every side, according to the clemency that thou readily showest unto all. Mm-hmm. For as long as Judas liveth, it is not possible that the state should be quiet.
Right, man. And this is how it is now. We got this kingdom pressed on our sides. Like I said, we out here on the streets read these scriptures. All right, it says, for as long as Judas liveth, it is not possible that the state should be quiet, man. Because we out here making noise, waking up our people, man. Building up our walls, repairing the breaches, man. All right. So it's kind of, man, y'all have to take what's going on in this Bible and look at what's going on right now, man. All right. The Lord required what is past, man. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 12. So like verse 11. Mm-hmm. This was no sooner spoken of him, but others of the king's friends, being maliciously set against Judas, did more incense Demetrius. Mm-hmm. And forthwith calling Nicanor, who had been master of the elephants.
So Nicanor was a master of the elephants. So back in these days, these are like tanks. These are like prehistoric tanks, or just the tanks from back in the day. They use elephants, all right? All right, read.
And forthwith calling Nicanor, who had been master of elephants, and making him governor over Judea, he sent him forth, commanding him to slay Judas, and to scatter them that were with him, and to make alchemists high priests of the great temple. Mm-hmm. Then the heathen that had fled out of Judea from Judas came to Nicanor by flocks, thinking the harm and calamities of the Jews to be their welfare. Mm-hmm. Now when the Jews heard of Nicanor's coming, and that the heathen were up against them, they cast earth upon their heads and made supplication to him that established his people forever. So this is what we was reading this earlier, man. All right, when our backs are against the wall, man, we have to turn to the Most High, man, and make supplication to the Lord, man. All right, by fasting and praying, man. All right, read. And made supplication to him that had established his people forever, and who always helpeth his portion with manifestation of his presence. Right. So at the commandment of the captain, they removed straight ways from thence and came near unto them at the town of Dezara. Now Simon, Judas' brother, had joined battle with Nicanor, but was somewhat discomfited through the sudden silence of his enemies. Because, when you coming up to war,
You know, it's just weird because you normally hear war cries. You know, you come up and it's just pitch silent, man, and that'll kind of make you think like, what's going on or what are they up to? Yeah. All right, go ahead, read 18.
Verse 18. Nevertheless, Nicanor, hearing of the manliness of them that were with Judas, and the courageousness that they had to fight for their country, durst not to try the matter by the sword.
See that? Hey, he dared not to step to us. I'm gonna tell you, man. We look like we're gods on this earth, man. All right, and man, when we are in order, we can't be messed with, man. And you know, and this man Nicanor, he had his army, man, but he was afraid to even try to even make that move, man. All right, and that's how we need to be, man. We need to get back in order, man. Even being at camp, hey, we supposed to be in order even when we are at camp, man. Right. All right, or even in our households, man, having your household in order, man. Because people see that, man. All right, and people are afraid when they see the so-called black man in order, man. That's right. Straight up, man. All right, read.
Verse 19. Wherefore he sent Poseidonus, and Theodotus, and Mattathias to make peace. So when they had taken long advisement thereupon, and the captain had made the multitude acquainted therewith, and it appeared that they were all of one mind, they consented to the covenant.
And so they had made a covenant, okay? The Maccabees and Nicanor, they had made a covenant, man. All right, keep reading.
Salaki, verse 21, and appointed a day to meet in together by themselves. And when the day came, they stood. The stools were set for either of them. Judas placed armed men ready in the convenient places, lest some treachery should be suddenly practiced by the enemies. So they made a peaceable conference.
Right. So, you know, Judas wasn't no damn dummy. Okay, they want to talk peace. Well, let's talk peace, man. Let's see how we can handle it. And that's even in the law. Actually, when we come up against a nation, and this is one of our laws of war, when we come up against a nation, we actually give them a chance to surrender. All right, because that's really what there's kind of going into. But at the same time, Judas like, man, we can't trust these damn Edomites because they are our enemies, and he knows from times past through the scriptures how these Edomites move. So Judas had men posted up while they're having a meeting with Nicanor. Okay, all right, read that.
Verse 23. Now Nicanor abode in Jerusalem and did no hurt, but sent away the people that came flocking unto them. And he would not willingly have Judas out of his sight, for he loved the man from his heart. He praised him also to take a wife and to beget children. So he married, was quiet, and took part of this life. But Alchemist, perceiving the love that was betwixt them.
See, Alchemist hating. All right, he see Nicanor, all right, and Judas, Maccabees, now they had made a covenant with each other, and they were just kind of chilling, man. And Alchemist got jealous, man. All right, because really, this is Alchemist's way to become high priest. He wasn't going to become a high priest again until Judas got taken over. All right, go ahead.
And considering the covenants that were made, came to Demetrius and told him that Nicanor was not well affected towards the state, for that he had ordained Judas, a traitor to his realm, to be the king's successor.
See that? This dude Alchemist, man, goes back to Demetrius and start, what you call it, throwing salt, whatever. All right, but keep reading. We're finna see what he's talking about.
Verse 27. Then the king, being in a rage and provoked with the accusations of the most wicked man, wrote to Nicanor, signifying that he was much displeased with the covenants, and commanding him that he should send Maccabeus prisoner in all haste unto Antioch.
Right. So basically, he said, "Hey, you need to tell Nicanor to take this damn Maccabees dude. You need to cast him into prison and kill him." Right? They over there chilling, but no, he's Maccabees is no good. All right, you send Nicanor down there, and he then beguiled Nicanor. All right, so you need to command Nicanor to take Judas Maccabees and throw him in a prison. All right, read.
When this came to Nicanor's hearing, he was much confounded in himself and took it grievously.
Right, because Nicanor had just became at peace with Judas Maccabees. All right, he had just became at peace with him. So Nicanor's kind of grieved and confounded, Reed.
That it should make void the articles which were agreed upon, the man being in no fault. But because there was no dealing against their king, he watched his time to accomplish this thing by policy.
Because he had to do it because the king said, he like, damn, Judas Maccabees, I mean, he really innocent, man. He ain't did nothing. He cool. Yeah. All right, but I can't go against the commandment of the king. So now Esau rubbing his hands together. But shit, I got to find out a way to strike this nigga, right?
Right.
All right, read.
Verse 30, notwithstanding, when Maccabeus saw that Nicanor began to churlish him unto him, and that he entreated him more roughly than he wanted, then he was won, perceiving the such sour behavior came not of good.
So Nicanor started acting funny. You know how brothers start, you know, when somebody did something to you, I mean, you can tell when somebody else is something because they normally act one way, but all of a sudden they acting funny. Like, man, this dude acting all funny. All right? This dude acting weird right now. We were just cool, like, what happened? Right. All right, but Judas Maccabees caught on today. All right, read.
He gathered together not a few of his men and withdrew himself from Nicanor.
Hey, he moved around, man. And man, we gotta be smart like that, man. Y'all see danger, don't, man. You gotta flee from deceit, man. All right, read.
But the other, knowing that he was notably prevented by Judas' policy, is that policy? Yeah, policy. Came into the great and holy temple and commanded the priests that were offering their usual sacrifices to deliver him the man. And when they swear that they could not tell where the man was, when he saw, he stretched out his right hand toward the temple and made an oath in his manner. If you will not deliver me, Judas, as a prisoner, I will lay this temple of God even with the ground, and I will break down the altar and erect a notable temple unto Bacchus.
So here you go. Nicanor had made that oath. I swear, if we don't find this man, all right, I'm going to lay the temple of the Most High God to the ground, or burn it down to the ground. And he done made an oath. All right. And I'm going to tell you, man, like the Most High don't take, hey, I mean, he's serious about oaths, man. Yeah. All right. Hey, if you make an oath, make sure that you fulfill that thing, especially as an Israelite, man. All right. But this heathen making an oath, saying what he's going to do to the Most High God's temple, man. All right. Read.
After these words, he departed. Then the priests lifted up their hands towards heaven and besought him. What's that?
And then the priest lifted up his hands towards heaven and besought him that were
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you know mine is just the Y.
Oh, okay.
And besought him that was ever a defender of their nation, saying in this manner, Thou, O Lord of all things, who has need of nothing, was pleased that the temple of thy habitation should be among us. Therefore now, O Holy One, O Holy Lord of all holiness, keep this house ever undefiled, which lately was cleansed, and stop every unrighteous mouth.
Right, stop every uncleanly, and it's like, read that again.
So like, keep this house ever undefiled, which lately was cleansed, and stop every unrighteous mouth.
And stop every unrighteous mouth, man. All right, the people that talk boast big on us, man, or against us, man, and we gotta pray to the Most High and make supplication to the Lord. Look, when stuff happen, all right, and your back is against the wall, we can't become carnal, man. All right, we have to make supplication to the Lord, man. All right, and we see this over and over again, man. All right, let's jump to chapter 15. Let's jump to chapter 15. So we're finna get straight to it. We're finna see what ended up happening to Nicanor. All right.
What was you reading? 1 through 10.
Yeah. 1 through 10. Yeah. Okay. And then we're gonna jump to 20.
Okay. The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 15, verse 1. But Nicanor, hearing that Judas and his company were in the strong places about Samaria, resolved without any danger to set upon them on the Sabbath day. Nevertheless, the Jews that were compelled to go with him said, Oh, destroy not so cruelly and barbarously, but give honor to that day, which he that seeth all things hath honored with holiness above other days.
Right, like, hold on, man. This is the Sabbath day, man. Will y'all please honor our Shabbat, man? All right, and let's see what happens.
Then this most ungracious wretch demanded if there were a mighty one in heaven that had kept the Sabbath. Dang, bro.
You see that? Bro. Nah, you good?
If there were a mighty one in heaven that had commanded the Sabbath to be kept. Dang.
Hey, and that's just like when we were in Egypt. That's just like when we was in Egypt and Moses and Aaron like, hey, let us go and sacrifice to our God for 3 days. And Pharaoh's like, who is this God? Add more burdens to them. Who is this God that you're talking about, man?
It was
just wicked, man.
Man.
Right.
That's hard to read. Like, somebody going that hard against your God, man.
Right.
Like, think about it nowadays, man. You ask him, hey, I need Saturday off to keep my Sabbath. Well, who is your God? What do you serve? Oh, I serve, the Lord, and the Son, Jesus Christ, we saying it like that. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. You can work this. That's basically what they're saying. Guess what? We don't care about your God.
Right.
We don't care about what you're doing. Nigga, I said kill him.
Kill him.
Like,
right.
He said, does your God keep the Sabbath? Like, basically, like, well, if there is a God in there keeping the Sabbath, like.
That's crazy, man.
Damn, man.
That's crazy. But you know what? Sometimes, hey, that's the Lord be hardening these kings' heart. Because he just so he can get up with them, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 4. And when they said, there is in heaven a living Lord and mighty, who commanded the 7th day to be kept, then said the other, and I also am mighty upon earth, and I command to take armies to do the king's business. Yet he obtained not to have his wicked will done. So Nicanor, in exceeding pride and haughtiness, determined to set up a public monument of his victory over Judas and them that were with him. But Maccabees had ever sure confidence that the Lord would help him.
So, man, this damn dude, Nicanor, just knew he was finna destroy the temple and set up a monument in his damn place, man. Like, this was just to happen, man. But Maccabees had confidence in the Most High God, man. All right, and we need to make sure we have that same confidence, man. All right, when our back is against the wall.
That's right.
All right, and these days are coming where our back is going to be against the wall. All right, even right now, our back is against the wall with these bills and all these damn things Esau got in place to keep us down, man. And we got to make sure we have faith in the Lord, man. We got to pray for faith, man. A lot of us don't have faith in the Most High God, man. All right, we'll go ahead.
Wherefore he exhorted his people. Salaki. Well, I'll read 7 again. But Maccabeus had ever sure confidence that the Lord would help him. Wherefore he exhorted his people not to fear the coming of the heathen against them.
That's right.
But to remember the help which in former times.
Because you got to remember the days of old, man.
Right.
All right. Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 7 and verse 8, man. You have to remember the days of old, man. All right. You have to remember the accounts of your forefathers. Sirach chapter 2 and verse like 15, 14, 15, man. All right. Go ahead.
But to remember the help which in former times they had received from heaven, and now to expect the victory and aid which shall come unto them from the Almighty.
Almighty, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. And that's having faith, man. All right. We'll keep reading, dog.
And so comforting them out of the law.
Comforting them where?
Out of the law.
Yeah, man. We ain't going to Kiki. You get on the phone, you having issues. You get on the phone with Kiki, or you get on the phone with Big Mama, man. And they giving you wicked advice, man. All right. It says, and so comforting them out of the law, man, and of the prophets, man. Right? Because this book is our comforter, man. Right? Well, go ahead.
And with all, putting them in mind of the battles that they won afore, he made them more cheerful.
Man. And that's how we got to be with our families, being that has households. Even brothers and sisters, when y'all trying to exhort each other, go to these scriptures, because these scriptures give us hope, man. All right, we have to know the scriptures to go to heal our brothers and our sisters, man. Right? Because these scriptures give us hope and they make us cheerful. They heal us, man. All right, read
verse 10. And when he had stirred up their minds, he gave them their charge, showing them therewithal the falsehood of the heathen and the breach of oaths.
The falsehood of the heathen and the breach of oaths. And let's get a quick precept. You already know. Let's get Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. We can get to Psalms 55 if you want to. Either one. Either one. We get Sirach 12 and 10. Or they break it. Let's get Psalm 55. I think 55 and 20 matches better. We're gonna go to a quick preset, y'all. We almost done. We almost done. Because really, this class could have been real long. Me and I was just debating on, you know, an hour. I know we were debating on what we should leave out and what we should put in. Because man, this is a really good read, man. All right, we really didn't want to leave nothing out, man. I'm just trying to keep it brief. All right. Psalm chapter 55, and let's start at verse 21. Start at verse 20.
The book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
He put forth his hands against such to be peace with you. Hello, brother. How you doing? This white man, quick story. White man next door. All right. His name is James. You know, when I first moved, I'm cutting the grass. I look over and he hanging all over my fence. Remind you, I got a 6-foot fence. I don't know what the hell is Edomite standing on, but he hanging all over my fence. So I turn off the lawnmower. He reaches his hand on high. My name is James. Yeah, I gave Edomite a little bit, you know what I'm saying? A few weeks later, he talking about he gonna call the cops on my son because he walking on the sidewalk and my son won't tell him where he live at. Man, my son ain't gotta tell you where you live at. I'm just saying. All right, go ahead and read that. I had to bring that up.
The book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 20. He had put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him.
Like he want to be your friend, read.
He had broken his covenant.
He broken his covenant, man. Like you see how Nicanor just did. Hey, Nicanor broke his covenant, read.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Hey, I gotta watch the Edomites because they speak real smooth words. All these heathen really, but especially Esau, because Esau will get you. All right. You be like, damn, Esau, for real? You want to be my friend? All right. And then you find out he was talking all kind of stuff about you. I got another story on that, but I'm going to let y'all make it. Go ahead.
His words, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
War was in his heart, man. These Edomites all the way deep down inside, all right, like iron rusted, man. Just like a piece of iron, you know, you can polish it and get it shiny, but iron's gonna over time it rust, man. All right. Hey, that damn evil is gonna come out of him eventually. Read.
It's like his words were softer than oil. Yet were there drawing swords.
They were drawing swords, man. I just had to get that preset real quick, man. All right. Well, we stopped at 15 and 10. We were just reading how they breached the oaths, okay? Now let's jump down to 20. We're gonna read chapter 15 and verse 20, man. So last stretch, y'all. Last stretch.
That's tough. I was reading
what you got?
Psalms 10. I'm talking about it lines them up.
So you can write out because man, we only an hour and 7 minutes right now.
Come on.
Damn, man, we get through this so fast, bro.
Reading them up, man.
Damn, I know why I called you over there, bro, because I know I wouldn't be able to read this like this, man. Not that fluently. All right. What you got?
I'm gonna start at 10 and 1.
Hold on. I read it. It's Psalms chapter 10. I got you.
Because like even if you look back at it, it's gonna tell you. It'll tell you, man.
I'm almost there. Slacking.
Just give you the characteristics of Esau and even keeping in context the destruction of Nicanor, man. Go ahead.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 10 and verse 1. Why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thyself in times of trouble?
Because guess what? You had a lot of Israelites during this time that was thinking that of the Lord. Like, dang, guess what? Antiochus is killing us, raping, robbing, murdering us, giving us these weird laws, this and that. Guess what? You even had some of the people that Judas was with. They was feeling faint. They was feeling weak and weary in the spirit, man. That's why Judas was exhorting them, right? Read on, huh?
Verse 2, the wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor.
I mean, that's plain as day. Guess what? That's what Demetrius was doing. Guess what even Alchemist was doing. Alchemist, Antiochus, all of these people were persecuting the poor, right? That's Israel. Read.
Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Man, it's tough, man. Read
on.
This.
Verse 3. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth.
Guess what? It said the Lord. Man, that's even tough. It said let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Because guess what? They imagined a lot against Israel. But David said, man, let them, whatever they imagine on us, fall upon them, man. They wanted to kill us with the sword. And guess what? They got to be killed with the sword.
That's right,
now, man. Look at all these things. Look at it. Then it said the wicked boasted of his heart's desire. Guess what? What did they desire? To have it all. Alchemists wanted to be the high priest of the most high temple. These are things that his heart desire, man. Guess what? Demetrius wanted to rule it all. They boasting about these things. They said he blessed the covetous, whom the Lord abhorred. The abhorred mean to hate. The Lord hate all this pride and boastfulness. But guess what? He said, well, if there is a God in the heaven, well, you tell him this.
Right.
He said, I am a king on the earth, and my arm means to do this. Man, think about how proud these people are, right? Read, all right?
Verse 4, the wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after God.
Read.
God is not at all in his thoughts.
Because guess what? That's literally what he did, man. The Jews was asking, well, can we keep the Sabbath? Don't come out after the Sabbath. He said, well, is there a God in heaven that keep the Sabbath day? They said, yes, there is a God that keep the Sabbath day. Well, guess what? I'm a God on earth. What did he say? Make sure. What did he say? He said, verse 5, well, 2 Maccabees 15:5, he said, I also am mighty upon earth, and I command to take arms and to do the king's business. Guess what? We was trying to do our king's business, our Lord's business.
That's right.
But he said, nah, it's mine. I'm the king in earth. He might be the king in heaven, but I'm the king in earth. Look how prideful Nicanor sounded when he said this, man. The Lord wasn't in his heart. The Lord wasn't even thinking about it. Because if he did, he would have been, guess what? He would have been like he was earlier.
Yeah.
Peaceful with Judas. Guess what? Trying to make a treaty.
Right.
I'm like, let's think about this. Even the alchemist wicked ass, man.
Especially alchemists.
He didn't think about the Lord.
Said God, yeah, because even Israelites, because we know that the Lord ain't in the damn heathen heart anyways. But somebody like alchemists, man, you know, that shit, I mean, that's heavy, man.
I'm telling you, man.
That's crazy, man.
Like, the Lord ain't in their hearts, man. But guess what? That's why David said, man, let everything that they imagine upon us fall upon them, man. That's mighty. Guess what? He didn't say, oh, let's do this to him. Let's do this to him. He said, man, whatever they think about us, we got to do it to them.
That's right.
So guess what? When the time of refreshing and threshing come, whatever they did to us and whatever they thought about doing to us, they got to get it done.
Hey, and man, and there's some Israelites. Hey, y'all Israelites got to get ready, man. Because there's some Israelites.
King David was in the spirit, man, way before it even happened.
I'm talking about just thrashing and dashing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, we got to get our minds prepared for rulership, and that's what we're doing, walking in the commandments, man.
That's right.
All right? Putting ourselves in line with the will of the Most High God.
Right.
All right?
Because look at these heathen, man. Look how they ruling. Guess what? The Lord said you got to rule with a rod of iron. Well, you see them ruling us with a rod of iron.
That's right.
Guess what? He said you got to do whatever they done did to us and all of this time. Multiply times 2. Guess what? Recompense unto them double unto their double. Whatever they sought to do to you, do double unto them. Guess what? They ravished our women.
That's right.
They did everything. Guess what? Killed our children. We just read that. Killed the women for circumcising our own children. Took away the books and the Bibles. Took away all these things. Took away our rights. Took everything from us. And the Lord said, do double unto them. Let's think about how the Lord required these things. But guess what? You got to be in the spirit to be able to do these things, man. To see it right now in this day and stand up like Judas Maccabees, man.
All right. Stand
up for what we believe in. And guess what? That's the most I got in this commandment.
That's right. I'm reading this precept. That's a great point. I'm glad you brought all that out. It's 2 Peter. I'm precepting this with 2 Maccabees chapter 15 and verse 10. It's the 2 Peter. I read it. It's 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, this second epistle, beloved. I got this from Captain Yard had brought this out, and it just stuck ever since Cap brought it out. It says, this second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you in both, which I stir up your pure minds by the way of remembrance, man. So we supposed to remember. We supposed to remember the accounts of our forefathers. We supposed to remember what Edom did to us, man. All right, we supposed to remember what these heathen did, man. They tell us forget about it. They was in the past, but they want us to remember 9/11. They want us to remember the damn Holocaust, man. All right, and all these things, man, that didn't compare to the atrocities that we went through in their hands, man. All right. So yeah, these scriptures, they should stir up your mind in remembrance, all right, and give you a vision on the things to come, man. We have a sure reward that's coming to us, man. We just have to hang in there and keep the commandments, man. That's right. All right. That's right. Big on that. Yeah. Man, I'm gonna read a precept. I'm gonna read Sister a day of precept. I want to see what sis got. I think that's the first precept I seen in the chat. Oh yeah. I'm gonna read it. 1 Thessalonians 5:1. She got, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you, man. All right, and there, I'm gonna keep reading. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so comes as a thief in the night. And these heathen know that this day is coming, man. They can feel it. They can feel the earth is changing, man. All these things, man. The world is not how it used to be. They know that their end is coming, man. All right. They know that we are the true Jews, man. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, there is a season and there's a time, man. And right now, man, we living in a beautiful time, man. Right now, I'm just glad that we'll be able to keep these feast days, man. Damn, we ain't finished yet. I'm acting like we're finna close.
I mean, sure, we kind of.
Yeah, we got time. But look,
say we kind of are, though, right?
Yeah. After we finish reading,
down to 20,
let me see. Yeah, we finna jump to 20. Yeah,
and then read it out.
Yeah, just read it out. That's it. Yeah, that's it. All right, guys. We got like 10 more minutes.
Yeah, for real. The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 15, verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
And now, when all looked what should be the trial, and the enemies were already come near, and the army was set in array, and the beasts conveniently placed, and the horsemen set in wings. Mm-hmm. Maccabees seeing the coming of the multitude, and the diverse preparations of armor, and the fierceness of the beast, stretched out his hands towards heaven and called upon the Lord.
He called upon the name of the Most High God, man. This is mighty, man. And like they say, man, they'll never make a damn Maccabees movie with an all-black cast destroying heathen. Man, go ahead.
That worketh wonders, knowing that victory cometh not by arms, but even as it seemeth good to him, he giveth it to such as are worthy.
Because victory don't come about by arms, man. You know, ultimately, the Most High God fight our battles, man.
Damn.
All right? Y'all got to remember the account of David. Saul gave him all the newest, tightest technology. David threw that stuff off, man. And took his satchel in his damn, and got some damn stones out of the damn pond, out of the stream. And clean shot, man. All right? This is spiritual warfare, man. All right, this is spiritual. Even when they were fighting in the arm, this was spiritual, man. Mm-hmm. Even when we were taking over our lands, when we going into Joshua, we know Moses going into Joshua. All right, and we getting all our land, man. That was spirit, man. That was a spiritual warfare, man. Yeah. It's always spiritual, man. All right,
man. That's tough, man. Because I'm gonna tell you, man. Even think about this spiritual, man. The wars that's going on inside of you. You know, we know Passover right around the corner. Mm-hmm. So you got to get all that living out of you. But guess what? The Lord, look, Judas knew. He said, but even, Salaki, it said, knowing that victory cometh not by arms, but even as it seemeth good to him, he giveth to such as are worthy. Mm-hmm. Guess what? Arm, just think about a physical way if you're trying to fix the problem that's going on inside of you. Guess what? The Lord said, man, you ain't going to win that battle, man.
Ain't gonna win.
You will never beat your spirit with your flesh.
That's right.
Guess what? He said it's not by your arms. And guess what? The Lord said he'll give it to you if as you worthy. You got to be worthy for the Lord to give you that victory, man. Because guess what? You might not be worthy to pass that test, man. You might not be worthy to stand bold for your Lord and be like, well, I'm finna beat this thing, man.
Right.
Guess what? You're probably not worthy for it right now. Why?
Right.
Because you don't got that faith that Judas.
Because I'm gonna tell you, and there's accounts of the script. I'm glad I didn't put this Bible down. This is precepts going all crazy right now. But I mean, there's accounts. All right, y'all remember the account? All right, when they believe in Judges, man. All right, when Benjamin was going the hell off. All right, and Judah was just trying to go up against the Lord without making supplication, man. You ain't even asking the Lord, or are we supposed to be doing it? Or Lord, what should we do, Lord? All right, man, for real. So this is and Judah was getting their butt toe up every time, man. If we see accounts of this all the time, man. Yeah. All right. So yeah, this is always spiritual, man. This warfare is not carnal at all, man. All right.
Brothers and sisters, always keep the destruction of Nicanor in our spirits, man. Because guess what? We know this is woe to the heathen all day, every day. But keep this thing spiritual. Guess what? You want to destroy that old man in you too, man.
Right.
Because guess what? That old man might be heathen. It's like alchemist ass.
Yeah.
Guess what? You might have that alchemist spirit.
I'm telling you, look, all of us got some damn heathenish ways that we still trying to get up out of us, man. For real, come and tell, I've been in the truth, 5 years, going on 6. I'm a 6-year-old. Just imagine a 6-year-old child, man. I've been in this world I'm 42 years old, 43. Damn, I'm 43. I lost count on my birthday. I'm about 43 years old, but damn, I only been in the truth for 6 years, man.
Right.
So we're always working on something, man. We will always be working to improve and to get better, man.
That's right.
Removing that leaven, man. Right. Hey, man, this is a heavy time of year, man. It's bringing a good point, man. Making a great point. You know what I'm saying? Sure.
Yeah, verse 22. Man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 22. Therefore, in his prayer, he said after this manner, O Lord, thou didst send thine angel in the time of Ezekiel, king of Judea, and didst slay in the host of Sennacherib 185,000. Wherefore now also, O Lord of heaven, send a good angel before us, for a fear and dread unto them.
It says, send a good angel before God. Even when Elijah told the Lord to open his eyes, and he looked upon the mountains and saw all the chariots and all the chariots of fire and all the horses, man. All right, man, it's a great army that be, man. When y'all be riding down the street, man, hey, it's chariots and stuff flying over you, man. All right, man. It says, wherefore now also, O Lord of heaven, send a good angel before us, for a fear and a dread unto them, man. The Lord is really the one fighting your battles. That's right. All the times we were out in the battlefield, it was angels down there with us, man. That's right. All right. Anyway, go ahead.
Damn, that's tough, man. It's like you can't not miss none of this,
right,
stuff, man. He says send a good angel. You would think you heard a good angel, you would think, oh, okay, to come make peace. No, he says send a good angel for fear and dread unto them. Because we know them bad angels, they gonna come for us. The bad angels coming for your judgment. The good angels coming for, guess what? The judgment of the heathen, man. That's tough, man.
It is tough.
That's tough, man. Verse 24. And armed, let those be stricken with terror that come against thy holy people to blaspheme. And he ended thus. Verse 25. Then Nicanor and they that were with him came forward with trumpets and songs. But Judas and his company encountered the enemies with invocation and prayer.
You see how proud Nicanor is? They coming up, trumpet singing songs. You know, they doing their little war. They probably singing, we are the champions. Ain't no telling what the hell they damn singing, man. All right. But Judas came with supplication and prayer to the Lord, man. That's how they came into battle.
It's crazy, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's tough, man.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, he got a lot of underline. Should I be on the highlight? I ain't got nothing but underlines.
That's tough, man. They coming at you with all this. Esau got everything in the world coming against you. The TV that you watch. Guess what? The job that you at. Guess what? Your children when they go to school. Your wife when she go to work and watch the things on TV. And all the Lord had Judas to fight back with was invocation and prayer. That's it. Man, I'm telling you, if this ain't a spiritual fight, man, I don't know what it is.
Spiritual, man.
And Judas is a mighty man, man of war. Talking about his name meaning the hammer. And the first thing he did before thinking about setting his people in array, this is how we're gonna fight him, this is how we're gonna counter him, this and that. He prayed to the Lord. Man.
He prayed to the Lord, man.
It's tough, man.
And I'm saying this, and it's even like a cut for me, man, because a lot of us turn to other things when times are getting tough instead of turning to the Most High, man. That's right. And man, we know better, man. You know? But all right, go ahead.
Verse 27. So that fighting with their hands and praying unto God with their hearts, they slew no less than 35,000. For through the appearance of God, they were greatly cheered. Now, when the battle was done, returning again with joy, they knew that Nicanor lay dead in his harness. Then they made a great shout and a noise, praising the Almighty in their own language. And Judas, who was ever the chief defender of the citizens, both in body and in mind, and who continued in his love towards his countrymen all his life, commanded to strike off Nicanor's head and his hand with his shoulder and bring them to Jerusalem. Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all too. If you read First Maccabees chapter 7, I just remember, man, Nicanor was one of the first ones to die. Yeah, he died almost instantly in the battle. He was like one of the first people to die. They just hit his ass. Wow, he was dead, like right at the beginning, man. All right. So we didn't bring that out, but go back and read First Maccabees chapter 7. All right. Yeah. So they chopped off Nicanor's head. Read. Verse 31. So when he was there and had called them of his nation together and set the priests before the altar, he sent for them that were of the tower, and showed them vile Nicanor's head and the hand of that blasphemer.
And the one that says, I'm going to knock that tower down and build a monument in this place. All right, read.
Which with proud brags he stretched out against the holy temple of the Almighty. And when he had cut out the tongue of that ungodly Nicanor, he commanded that he should give it by pieces unto the fowls and hang up the reward of his madness before the temple.
Cut up his tongue. This I cut out his tongue.
Cut up his tongue.
And then give it into pieces. So they cut his tongue out, chopped it up to pieces, and fed it to the birds, man. All right. That's how Israel get down, man. All right.
And I'm gonna say this too, because I wanted to read that all out. Guess what? They ain't show no mercy. He was dead already.
And they still didn't show no mercy even on the court.
He was dead in the battle. Guess what they said? Okay, he might be dead. So they dragged his dead body. They done cut off his head. They done cut off his whole arm. They done pulled. His head is already taken off his body. They done pulled his tongue out of his decapitated head, cut it off, and then cut it in pieces, fed it to the birds. Guess what? They didn't have no mercy. And they were shouting. They was happy with doing this thing, man.
That's what I'm saying.
You better have the spirit when it comes to
You better have the spirit, because this is some Israelites, they ain't, ready for that, man, when Christ come back. All right? And the Christ say, do that. And when Christ say, do that, you're like, oh, no, Lord, I just want to be righteous. Shit. Hey, the Lord say that is a righteous thing.
That's a righteous thing. To recompense what they done did.
Recompense of what they done did, man. And they got to pay for that, man. All right? Tough, we ought to be feared, man.
That's what it is.
I got a precept.
Gotta be feared, man.
I said, I hope I find it real quick.
What you looking for?
Deuteronomy, I think it's like 25 and 2 and 25, 2 and 20. Here it is. I jump straight to it. This is Deuteronomy chapter 2 and verse 25, man. All right. It says, this day will I be, this is one of my favorite precepts. This day will I begin to put the dread of thee and the fear of thee upon the nations and under the whole earth, who shall hear the report of thee and shall tremble and be in anguish because of thee, man. We ought to be feared, man.
Right.
We ought to be feared as a people, man. All right? I just had to bring that out. That's one of my favorite precepts. The Lord say this is when Moses, this is when we had started taking over our land, man. And the Lord was teaching our fingers to fight, man. The Lord is training us to be warriors. All right? And man, the Lord is a man of war, man. The Lord is terrible, man. All right? Yeah, he's sweet and he's forgiving, he's merciful, man. But the Lord is terrible, man.
He's a great and terrible guy.
Right. Y'all have to understand that. The Lord is so terrible, you can't even wrap your mind around it, man.
Who's gonna think of do this? I wasn't gonna think. Even me, myself personally, I knew I would have killed Nicanor. Guess what? If I had the same spirit of these brothers, I'm killing them. I'm gonna kill them. But to cut off the head, cut off his arm, then to take off his decapitated head, pull his tongue out, cut off his tongue.
Whatever brother, a group of people that decide to do that act, the Lord put a spirit.
That's what I'm saying.
The Lord put a spirit on them. They had them going off, man. They were in righteousness, though.
I'm talking about
going off in righteousness, man. The Most High is terrible like that, man. And people don't believe it. It's Israelites, man. They still halfway Christians, man.
Some would call that overkill. Guess what?
Call that judgment. It's judgment.
Just judgment at that, man.
Yeah, man. All right. So, go ahead.
Verse 30. I'll read 33 again.
Yeah, read 33 again.
And when he had cut out the tongue of that ungodly Nicanor, he commanded that they should give it by pieces unto the fowls and hang up the reward of his madness before the temple. So that not only did they do that, they put his body up by the temple. Guess what? He was telling them all of this, and now that's a sacrifice unto the Lord.
That's a sacrifice unto the Lord, man.
Yeah, now we finna put you by the temple, nigga. That's tough, man.
It is tough.
So every man prayed towards the heaven, the glorious Lord, saying, blessed be he that keepeth his own place undefiled. He hanged also Nicanor's head on the upon the tower. An evident and manifest sign unto all of the help of the Lord. And they ordained all with the common decree, in no case to let that day pass without solemnity, but to celebrate the 13th day of the 12th month.
So celebrate the 13th day of the 12th month, read.
Which in the Syrian tongue is called Adar.
Adar, read.
The day before Mardochius Day.
Mardochius Day, which is
Mordecai.
Going into Purim, man. Because right after sun go down tomorrow, Purim starts, man. All right, back to back high holy days, man. All praises to the Most High. Give a call out Yahweh by Shemashiach. Woman like Yahweh shot to the Most High, man. All right. Yeah, go ahead and read that.
Verse 37. Mm-hmm. Thus went it with Nicanor. And from that time forth, the Hebrews had the city in their power. And here will I make an end.
You see that? So it was times when we went to captivity over and over again. Like I said, this is during the Hasmonean dynasty, all right? Mm-hmm. And this is when the Maccabees they went in rulership, and they slowly started to grow, all right, and take back over Israel, man.
That's right.
All right. So I'm telling you, this is why the damn heathen. That's why Esau took the Apocrypha out of the Bible, man, because these stories are too mighty. All right, and it showed that our people were mighty warriors, man. All right, you know, you got something? Yeah. I mean, man, we barely at hour and 30, which is good because this is where I normally stop at. Yeah. So yeah, Purim starts tomorrow evening. Yeah, it starts Thursday evening sundown. Right now, we're in the Feast of Nicanor right now. Me and I finna turn up so this camera go out. Yeah. We finna celebrate. All right. Let me see. We finna celebrate a little bit. I'm still in captivity. I gotta work, but still I have to just tough it out tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, y'all turn up, man. All right. So yeah, Purim starts sundown, Thursday sundown, all right? And it's for 2 days, okay? Let me see. Then Yahweh, Yahweh, Shalom, bro. Shalom, Sister Mary Houston, Brother Jose Andrea, Shalom, all right, Sister Mary Houston's down there in H-Town, Sister Heaven Hound, Sister Daya, got Brother Zach. Y'all are against God. It ain't my brother. It's an Edomite. He got a well on there. You found it? All right, got you. Sister Najala, Brother Dante, Brother Daoud, Israel, Brother Fred up in here. Who else? Sister Deborah. Who else? You got the twin up in here. Brother Don Israel. Sister Hannah, House of Yaakov. All right, that's it. And Princess Keo at the top. I'll praise. What you got?
Psalms 96 and 10.
Okay. Let me get that real quick. This book of Psalms, chapter 96 and verse number 10. And it reads, say among the heathen that the Lord reigneth.
Guess what? Say among the heathen, the Lord reigneth, man. Guess what? When Judas was faced against all odds, guess what? He didn't say Nicanor gonna reign. He didn't say Alchemist gonna reign. He said the Lord gonna reign. He gonna get the victory at all these things, man. And that's something we should be doing to this day. Guess what? Joe Biden is not ruler. Guess what? Kim Jong-un. Guess what? All these people that's in rulership. Guess what? The brother over there, this what's his name? Zelensky out there with Ukraine. Guess what? No, the Lord reigneth over all these people, man. Mm-hmm. Read, all right?
The world also shall be established, that it shall not be moved.
And guess what? That world that he's talking about, that's Israel, man. Because guess what? He separated the heathen. He said, say among the heathen, the Lord reigneth. Mm-hmm. And then, hey, that world right there gonna stand forever, man. Read on, all right?
He shall judge the people righteously.
Man, I'm talking about he judged. Guess what? He judged any people righteously, man. For what he did to Nicanor was a righteous thing, right? Read on, all right?
Let the heavens rejoice, mm-hmm, and let the earth be glad. Mm-hmm. Let the sea roar and the fullness thereof.
Read on, man.
Let the field be joyful and all that is therein. Then shall all the trees of the wood rejoice.
Look at all of these things that's rejoicing to see the fall of the enemy, man. Guess what? If you don't have the same spirit as all of these things in the earth that's in the heavens, all of these things got the spirit of joy when they see the destruction of the heathen, man. So guess what? When we celebrate the destruction of Nicanor, you should have the same joy for the destruction of the heathen, man. Read 13.
Right? Verse 13, before the Lord he cometh, for he cometh to judge the earth.
Guess what? Hey, the Lord is coming. The Lord came and judged the earth that day. But guess what? When Christ come back and finished all the end all be all to judge this earth, man, a lot of people gonna be confounded in that day,
right,
man. It's gonna be tough, man. Read on.
He shall judge the world with righteousness.
But guess what? He's gonna judge the world with pure righteousness, man. He didn't come to judge with his own will. He said he's gonna come to judge with righteousness, man. Read, all right?
And the people with his truth.
Guess what? He said not only the Lord, he said in his people too, with truth, man. Guess what? They said when the people are in authority, the world rejoices, man. But when the righteous is, man, I don't want to mess that up, man.
But when the righteous
are in authority, the people rejoice.
The people rejoice. When the wicked is in rule, the people mourn, man.
Yeah, that's Proverbs 29:2, y'all. It said when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Because guess what, man? That's how the Lord coming back. He ain't coming back to talk. He ain't coming back to give out hugs and kisses to tell, oh, it's okay, Esau, how you did my servants. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Ham. And what was that other dude that at your job? The Nepali.
The Nepali guy.
Yeah, the Nepali and all. It's okay. We'll all be in the kingdom together. No, he said the Lord. He said, hey, for he the Lord coming. And when he coming to judge righteously. And guess what? Him and his people with truth, man. And that's how we need to be, man. Until the Mashiach make his return, man. But that's it.
So let's bring out this law at the end of every class. Battle Axes, we bring out the law, statutes, and commandments because we are the law keepers. All right, we are law keepers. All right, and that's for our camps, our Israelites. We're supposed to be keeping these commandments and doing thus says the Lord. All right, doing the Lord's truth. All right, let's get Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18 and verse 7, man. We're gonna use this for the law. All right, I say this is just fitting for the destruction of Nicanor. All right, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18. Verse 7. I hope y'all enjoyed the class. All right, we'll bring it out.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18, verse 7. So of thy people was accepted both the salvation of the righteous and destruction of the enemy.
All right. So it says, so of thy people, all right, which are us, the Israelites, all right, was accepted. So we have to accept our salvation and the destruction of our enemies, man. We're supposed to rejoice. The Lord say, rejoice in the destruction of the enemies of the other nations, man. Read that one more time. Right?
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18, verse 7.
Read out.
So of thy people was accepted both the salvation of the righteous.
Everybody say, hey, yeah, Christ is going to save us. All right. Read.
And destruction of the enemy.
Hey, we're going to destroy these heathen when they come. We're going to bind their ass in chains.
That's right.
All right. And they're going to have to drink the dregs of that cup, man. All right. So you have to accept that. Little Becky and Connor, we put them in chains, man. The Lord say, accept it, man. All right. So I just want to bring that out for the law tonight. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed the class. Please like, share, and subscribe. Help us push this truth around the four corners of the earth. All right. We appreciate y'all arms, man. Y'all keep paying y'all arms. I know a lot of y'all want us to come to y'all city. All right. And we trying to go all over the nation. The only way we could do that is with arms. And y'all that's been giving arms, we greatly appreciate that. All praise to the Most High. All right. All praise to the Most High. All right. You got something up?
No, man. Just, hey, keep the commandments and live.
Keep the commandments and live. Y'all have a happy feast of the destruction of Nicanor. And with that, we're going to say shalom.
Shalom, man.